Streaming live now on News8000.com. You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now, This Morning.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Alexandra Carter on this Thursday, April 11th, 2024. Checking in now with News 8 meteorologist Bill Grahl. Bill, I've been loving these afternoons we've been having, but you say a little bit of a dip is coming today in our temperatures, right?
Yeah, the problem is we've got some cloud cover to deal with today, along with a chance for some rain showers and turning breezy as well. So probably about 10 degrees or so cooler than yesterday. But my goodness, yesterday was beautiful, wasn't it? Check out these highs in the lower 70s in many spots, including 72 in La Crosse, 71 in Eau Claire, Black River Falls, Sparta over towards Volk Field, 68 in Decorah and Viroqua, 71 in Prairie du Chien. Looking at City Cam right now, mainly dry. We had some spits and sprinkles overnight, and the almanac showing those numbers from yesterday and that trace of rainfall above the averages of 58 and 37. 85 and 20, the records today. Those will stay safe, and the sunrise time this morning at 6:28 sets this evening at 7:45. Watching some more rain showers that are off to our west after that first line of sprinkles kind of dissipated over central Wisconsin. But you can see more showers over southwestern Minnesota, and those are translating east and heading our way. So again, you'll want to have that rain gear handy just in case one of these showers finds you. Mid to upper 30s in Eau Claire and Black River Falls, most of us between about 40 and 46 degrees. And again, cooler today with those increasing winds and that chance of rain showers. Highs in La Crosse around 61 degrees. I'll have more information coming up with my 8-day forecast. That's in just a few minutes.
Thank you, Bill. We will see you in just a bit. Time now for the stories making headlines this morning. We are less than a month away now from tornado season in Wisconsin. To prepare, the Wisconsin Emergency Management and National Weather Service will conduct a statewide tornado drill today. Those drills will take place at 1:45 p.m. and 6:45 this evening. During that time, don't be alarmed if you hear your NOAA weather radio send out test messages. Local communities may also sound their tornado sirens as part of the drills. If there is a risk of severe weather today, the drill will be postponed until tomorrow. Police in southern Wisconsin currently searching for two people believed to be armed and dangerous this morning after fleeing law enforcement. Authorities say a woman armed with a handgun and a man armed with a rifle were last seen near the town of Stoughton before driving away from police. Police have not yet released pictures or their identities, but according to a Facebook post by the Dane County Sheriff's Office, one of the suspects is barricaded inside of a home in the town of Albion. Arizona reeling this morning over what comes next after the state's high court ruled this week an 1864 near total ban on abortions can be enforced. Doctors say the statute threatens women's lives and their livelihoods with a mandatory 2 to 5 year prison sentence for any doctor found in violation. Meanwhile, both major presidential candidates speaking out against the ruling. CBS News' Jared Hill has more for us from New York.
Now you have people who are scared to do their job.
Doctors in Arizona now in limbo.
It's not just abortion providers. We're talking about your ER physician who now has a patient in front of them who is bleeding into their abdomen.
It's part of the fallout after Arizona Supreme Court this week reinstated a Civil War-era law banning all abortions except for when the mother is at risk of dying. Conservative legal group Alliance Defending Freedom argued in favor of the decision.
Life is always worth protecting.
Abortion rights are now shaking up the presidential race in a major swing state that President Biden won in 2020.
Elect me. I'm in the 20th century. 21st century.
Even former President Trump, who just days ago said abortion should be left up to the states, is distancing himself from this state's ruling.
Did Arizona go too far? Yeah, they did, and that'll be straightened out.
Arizona's Democratic Governor Katie Hobbs has pushed the legislature to repeal the law, but yesterday, state Republicans blocked those efforts. Now, many in the state are pushing for a November ballot initiative to protect abortion rights.
I really hope this mobilizes a lot of younger folks to get out and vote.
With reviews in lower courts, it could take weeks before the statute likely takes effect. In the meantime, doctors at one Arizona clinic say they'll continue to provide abortion services until the law says they can't.
The doctor CBS News interviewed at that clinic says she expects to continue providing abortion services until the law says she can't. The clinic has already sent some women out of state for care due to Arizona's 2022 law that banned abortions after 15 weeks, and they'll likely do so more often if and when the 1864 ban takes effect. A La Crosse City Council member is resigning. District 5 Council member Jen Haymeister announcing her resignation in a letter to the mayor and the City Council president. Haymeister's last day is May 21st. She's currently a UWL student and is set to graduate in May. Then she'll move to Madison to pursue a master's degree. In her resignation letter, she says, quote, "My time spent working on the council has been incredibly impactful for me, and I have valued every minute working with everyone associated with the city." 6 community members are competing to be this year's conductor wannabe for the La Crosse Symphony Orchestra, and Shondell Washington Spivey is one of them. Half of the money he raises will be donated to the nonprofit Black Leaders Acquiring Collective Knowledge, or BLAC. Washington Spivey says the group works to empower the greater La Crosse Black community through leadership and advocacy.
To make sure that we're working with our youth who's grown up in an area where they don't always get to see people that look like them. And so us being able to provide a space that's culturally affirming, addressing issues around mental health, racism, etc., is really important.
If you'd like to support his campaign, you can vote on the LSO website. Every vote must be at least $2, and the top 2 wannabes that raise the most money will each conduct a piece in the May 4th LSO concert. Hard work is paying off for local high school students. The 64th annual Honor Student Banquet, hosted by WKBT, recognized area students for their academic achievements last night. News 8 Now's Jeremy Wall was there and spoke with some of the honorees on their big night.
David Moline will be the first in his family to go to a 4-year school.
I was always told that I was blessed with some gifts with my brain, so I just thought it would be the best case scenario for me to try to pursue a 4-year degree.
An aspiring physical therapist, Moline will be attending UW-Madison in the fall. He's one of the few top 5% graduating this year from Aquinas. Joining him at UW-Madison this fall will be Peyton Greer. Her dream is to become a teacher. She accredits West Salem High School for preparing her.
We've gotten lots of job opportunities to go out into the community and help with that, and lots of volunteering opportunities to help us so that I can transfer from that classroom to leading a classroom.
Greer had a tough decision to make. She got accepted into both UWL and UW-Madison. But UW-Madison's campus motivated her to become a Badger.
Just the bigger atmosphere and the more people I can meet. I know the teaching program is pretty good there too, so that just drawed me in too.
But not everyone is going to college right away. Cooley Christian School senior William Silball will be interning at Faith Evangelical Free Church.
I'm a little unsure completely of what I would like to do, or rather what I feel called and led to do. And currently I feel as though it would be in some sort of ministry.
College isn't off the table for Silball.
If I feel led to go to college, if I feel as though that's where I should go, if that's the road I believe I should go down, that is the road I will take.
In La Crosse, Jeremy Wall, News 8 Now this morning.
All of the students recognized last night qualified for admission to UW system schools. The time now is 6:07. Still ahead on your morning news. The latest consumer price index is out. The numbers suggest the Fed will wait until at least the summer to cut interest rates. We'll take a look at why coming up in your consumer news. And with low-income internet subsidies set to end soon for millions of Americans, some members of Congress are trying to limit the impact of higher household internet prices. We'll explain coming up a little bit later. For now, we're sending you to break with something to put the good in your morning. More than 24 real-life Rosie the Riveters received a Congressional Gold Medal yesterday, 27 to be exact. The nation's highest civilian honor comes some 80 years after the women's efforts working in U.S. factories and shipyards while the men were fighting World War II. House Speaker Mike Johnson presented the awards to the women for their long overdue moment of recognition. The Rosies are all at least 90 years old now, and the oldest is 106. They traveled from all over the country to attend the ceremony in Washington, D.C. The Rosie the Riveter Trust funded their trips. Congratulations to them. And don't go anywhere. Your consumer news is just after the break.
Stock up this month with the Holman Locker and Meat Market's 10-pound sale. Save on pork loin roast, ground beef, chicken breast, and chuck roast. Please call to order. Holman Locker and Meat Market, and much, much more.
You just have to get in the seat of a John Deere 1 Series tractor. Not because of how easy it is to use, or because of our expert dealers. Not even because it has implements for every job. You just have to get in the seat because breaking ground on your dream home feels pretty great.
Visit Tractor Central, take a seat, and see for yourself why nothing runs like a Deere. Start now at TractorCentral.com.
It's our lowest prices of the season at Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Right now, shop unbeatable deals on the things you need for spring, like a great range of Scott's and Miracle-Gro premium lawn and garden products, including Scott's Turf Builder Weed and Feed, $59.99 after sale and $10 mail-in rebate. Scott's GrubX Season-Long Grub Killer, $22.99 after sale and rebate. And 2 cubic foot bags of Miracle-Gro garden soil, just $9.99. Don't miss our lowest prices of the season in-store or online at farmandfleet.com.
This day and age, we spend way too much time scrolling. Instead, join us for some horseplay at the Midwest Horse Fair. Check out insane tricks, hundreds of horses, clinicians, amazing eats, and spectacular shopping. And entertainment like you've never seen, IRL. Sorry, ask your kids what IRL is.
It's the great Midwest Horse Fair.
Join us at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison, April 19th through the 21st.
Carl's spring cleaning sale is going on right now.
Save up to 60% on floor displays, scratch and dent, and one-of-a-kind items.
Buy an LG 4-piece kitchen package and get an LG 55-inch TV free.
Purchase an LG laundry pair and get a 9-month supply of detergent free.
TVs are clearance price.
Save up to 70% on in-stock mattresses.
Also, our new grills have arrived.
Our spring cleaning sale is on.
Carl's, your servicing dealer since 1956.
We know you care. But if this is all too real for you and your loved ones, make the call. Because we care too. Home instead. To us, it's personal.
Sanja loves to bake cupcakes or cookies, but her feet, they were throbbing. Then one day, I found a solution. Arch supports from the Good Feet store.
Try them for yourself with a free arch support fitting and test walk at the Good Feet store.
Holman Locker and Meat Market, your place for fresh, quality local meat. Now's the time to stock up with our spring freezer filler bundle. It's full of chicken, beef, pork, and shrimp. Call to order yours today. Holman Locker and Meat Market, and much, much more.
Welcome back, everyone. A good Thursday morning to it is 6:11. A check of the schoolcast does include a chance for some scattered showers at times, so make sure the little ones have that rain gear handy just in case. Small chance this morning, but most spots dry until later this morning. Mid-40s at 7 a.m., 58 by lunchtime. Afternoon highs around 61 degrees with increasing winds through the day as well. Dog walking forecast due to that chance for some rain showers. Think about yellow paws across the board. This is a great shot of shadow. A 9-year-old blue heeler mix. Good looking dog, hoping to walk with Andrea at some point and dodge those rain showers today. Now currently skies are mainly cloudy over downtown La Crosse with that chance of rain showers as the day progresses, turning breezy as well. Dry and warm for the weekend. Nice weekend looking like it's shaping up with highs in the 70s. Then a chance of thunderstorms early next week. Right now the main timing looks to be Monday night and into Tuesday, so we'll keep a close eye on that for you. Today, again, we had some sprinkles overnight. Those have kind of dissipated to our east, but some rain showers also to our west, and those are holding together and moving east towards us. So that's why we do have that chance for some rain showers as the morning progresses. Current temps in the 30s to the north and east, but most of us between about 43 and 46 degrees, including 45 in La Crosse and Viroqua. So mostly cloudy, breezy, and cooler today with that chance of periodic showers. Highs in La Crosse around 61 degrees, so about 10 degrees cooler than yesterday. I'll have the rest of my 8-day forecast that's coming up in about 3.5 minutes.
In your consumer news this morning, if you've been feeling the pinch at the grocery store, gas station, basically everywhere else, you are not alone. Surging gas prices and high housing costs sent inflation rising higher than expected in March. Labor Department data just out shows prices jumped 3.5% last month, the highest leap since September, and they rose in almost every major category. Gas and housing costs accounted for more than half of that increase. The Federal Reserve wants to see progress on inflation before it cuts rates. Now experts say rate cuts likely won't happen until the summer. And speaking of higher prices, the price of a postage stamp could rise again in the next few months. The U.S. Postal Service filed a notice with the Postal Regulatory Commission this week recommending raising the price of first-class mail forever stamps from 68 cents to 73 cents. Stamp prices did already increase in January, you may remember. If the change is approved, it would take effect on July 14th. The Postal Service also recommended price adjustments for special service products like certified mail and money orders. The Biden administration is setting new regulations on the amount of forever chemicals that can be found in our drinking water. This new standard will require water utilities to filter out 5 of the forever chemicals, also known as PFAS, that are currently found in half of the drinking water in this country. PFAS have been linked to a number of health issues, including cancer, heart disease, and reproductive problems. Here in the Coulee region, it is a problem we know all too well. PFAS contamination has become a major political issue here. That's because PFAS contamination has made water unsafe to drink for many French Island residents who've been relying on bottled water for years now. Your internet bill might go up by as much as $40 next month, and even more after that. That's if you're one of the nearly 23 million American households that get subsidies through the Affordable Connectivity Program. That program is winding down. Some lawmakers are increasing their push to refund it. And as Amy Kiley reports, the FCC has a new requirement to help you with those costs.
The most successful internet affordability program in our nation's history will soon run out of money unless Congress acts.
New efforts are underway to stop internet prices from surging next month for nearly 23 million American households. The Affordable Connectivity Program is almost out of money. Now, the FCC is set to cut subsidies by more than half in May. Without new funding, later they'll be gone.
From education to employment, to scheduling healthcare appointments, to access to health services, everyone deserves affordable internet access.
Some lawmakers are increasing their push to keep funding the program. A bipartisan Senate bill to give it $7 billion has 5 co-sponsors after 2 joined yesterday. A House plan has majority support in the chamber, but it's unclear if Speaker Mike Johnson will bring it to the floor. House Republicans are pushing to rein in government spending, and the program is left over from the pandemic.
High-speed internet isn't a luxury anymore. It's an absolute necessity.
The Biden administration is trying to help consumers understand provider fees with a new regulation unveiled yesterday.
A lot of times there's hidden fees, things like data caps or throttling, or you have to pay more for data.
The FCC now requires internet providers to use what looks like a nutrition label. It shows plan details like fees and services.
The hope is that if it's more transparent, you can make a better choice as a consumer.
That's it for your morning consumer news. Time now is 6:16. Let's check in with News 8 meteorologist Bill Grahl for a look at the forecast. Hi, Bill.
Hi, Alexandra. Before we get to that forecast, I thought we would check those April high temperatures, and you'll notice a nice little warming trend since Sunday when we hit that high of only 47, then mid-50s on Monday, 64 on Tuesday, and 72 yesterday. Now that trend is not going to continue today. We're going to take about a 10-degree step back thanks to cloud cover and a chance for some rain showers at times today as well. Mostly cloudy right now, but dry in downtown La Crosse where it's 45 degrees. Out at the airport as well. Winds out of the north-northwest at 5. Those will be picking up through the day. The Mississippi rising a bit, 5.88 feet. Mostly cloudy for you folks in Eau Claire. A little chillier up there, 39 degrees. Winds out of the west at 6, causing a slight wind chill of 35. So temperatures locally primarily in the lower to middle 40s with the exception of some of our traditional colder spots to the north and east. Mid-30s in Black River Falls and Sparta. Again, that 39 in Eau Claire. 43 in Winona, 45 in Viroqua, and 46 in Prairie du Chien. Winds are starting to ramp up, especially west of the Mississippi River, where they're out of the northwest at around, say, 10 to 15 miles per hour. And eventually this afternoon, I'm thinking 10 to 20 miles per hour, maybe some gusts of 25 to 30 miles per hour from the northwest. And that trend will continue heading into tonight. We had some spits and sprinkles overnight. Those have dissipated over central Wisconsin, but as we look out to the west, more showers moving in from the west. Even a renegade lightning strike or two in that little batch of yellow and orange you see just west of Interstate 35. So I can't fully rule out an isolated rumble of thunder or two across the region today as that weak disturbance moves east across the region. Some more wet weather over the Ohio Valley. Some of this moisture may try to back its way into central and eastern parts of the state as the day progresses. Now, Sky Tracker shows, again, that chance for some hit and miss showers, maybe an isolated thunderstorm as the day progresses, and then heading into tonight, still a chance for some showers, especially through about 2 or 3 a.m. And then tomorrow's looking dry, albeit breezy, kind of a mix of sun and clouds for our Friday. Now, rainfall totals today, generally fairly light, 1/10 of an inch or less, but if you do see some more persistent shower or especially thunder activity, you may see a 1/4 inch or more of rainfall in your location. That'll be pretty spotty, though. Temperatures today, again, about 10 degrees cooler than yesterday, right around 61 in the La Crosse area. Upper 50s to low 60s will be calming down to the south, and more the same as we head back to the north. Most of our 65 locations, I should say, between about 56 and 63 degrees for afternoon highs. So for today, mostly cloudy, breezy, and cooler with that chance of showers. Isolated thunder, 61 for the high. Again, those increasing northwesterly winds. Breezy tonight, still a chance of showers, lows around 44. Still breezy but dry tomorrow, 60. And look at the weekend, low to mid 70s and dry. Still warm to start next week on Monday. Chance for some showers and thunderstorms by Monday night and into Tuesday of next week. Rather windy with that system as well. Dry but mostly cloudy Wednesday, 65, and then cooler later in the week with a slight chance of showers, 60 on Thursday, and low to mid 50s for highs next Friday. But it's boy, it's always nice to get a nice weekend forecast, and that looks to be the trend heading into this weekend. Alexandra?
Yeah, look at that beautiful weekend. Thank you, Bill. The time now is 6:20. Still ahead on your morning news. Staying current with medical trends and news is crucial for your family's health. Coming up, we'll discuss why a consumer watchdog is calling for a popular snack to be removed from schools and how a new program is educating Hmong women about breastfeeding. Stay tuned for that.
Bucks right back to work without Giannis last night, plus the Brewers were looking for their second straight win over the Reds. All those highlights coming up in the Blitz.
Come into comfort during the International Furniture Fjord sales event. Get $200 off all Fjord's chairs in stock and special orders. The Tri-State's largest Fjord showroom is at International Furniture, La Crosse.
Get solar and get saving with Olson Solar Energy in the La Crosse area.
When you're talking to someone and you call someone at Olson Solar, it's not someone in Utah, it's not someone in California, it is someone local right here. By doing that, we control the entire process. So we control the project management, we control the design, we control the installation, the electric, the hookup, permitting, and that really sets us apart.
Stop into our location near you or give us a call and ask us about our Earth Day promo.
Right now with Papa Murphy's, we've got a great deal.
Which means I make more great pizza.
It's not an I thing, Dad. It's a we thing.
Get a large 2-topping take and bake pizza for just $10.99. Order now at papamurphys.com.
You want to provide something safe and reliable, something that won't break down when they need it and is there to support them in the good times and bad. Purchasing a vacuum is like buying a car. You want the best for what you pay for. A vacuum you can depend on to last years. Don't settle for a cheap big box model when you can get a vacuum that is made to last and does exactly what it needs to do. Visit A1 Vacuum Sales and Service.
A1 Vacuum. Our business is picking up.
Come into comfort during the International Furniture Fjord sales event. Get $200 off all Fjord's chairs in stock and special orders. The Tri-State's largest Fjord showroom is at International Furniture, La Crosse.
We know there's many places you could go for local news, weather, and sports, but we're humbled and honored that you made News 8 Now your #1 choice. You expect more, and so do we. Thanks for watching.
To the Blitz, the Bucks got one of their biggest wins of the season Tuesday night against top-seeded Boston, but it did not feel that way. The focus instead was on the health of Milwaukee's two-time MVP. Giannis going down in the third quarter of this one, immediately clutching at his left leg. He'd leave on his own power, though. It looks like Giannis has avoided the worst possible news. An MRI confirming on Wednesday that the Achilles is still intact, but it is, in fact, a left calf strain, which will keep Giannis out at least the rest of the regular season. Bucks right back to work, though. They were hosting the Magic last night, and the home team looking inspired. The supporting cast showing up in a big way. How about Bobby Portis? He led the way for Milwaukee, a game-high 30 points in this one. Damian Lillard chipping in with 29 on the night. Bucks win it big, 117-99 the final over Orlando as they improve to 49-31 on the year, staying in that 2 spot for now in the Eastern Conference. Just 2 games remaining in the regular season for Milwaukee, both coming on the road Friday in OKC, and the Bucks wrap up the regular season in Orlando on Sunday. Brewers looking for their second straight win over the Reds. How locked in is Christian Yelich? In the first, Yelich goes yard. 5th homer of the season, puts the Crew up by 2. And in the second, Brewers going right back to work. The rookie getting it done. Jackson Chourio finds some real estate on the left side. That's a base hit. RBI single makes it 3-0. And Milwaukee was not done. Still in the second, Willie Contreras with 2 on, chops one to the right side. That gets through. That's going to bring home 2. Bryce Terang scores. Chourio right behind him. It's 5-0 Brewers, and the runs kept on coming. In the 6th, Blake Perkins staying red hot. He sends one high and deep to right center. You can kiss that one goodbye. First home of the year for Perkins. He had 3 RBIs on Tuesday. This solo shot puts the Crew back up by 5. Brewers win their second straight, 7-2 the final. Twins looking to avoid the sweep against LA, and in the first, Eddie Julien going right to work. First batter of the game from Minnesota, and that ball is gone. Just like that, we're tied at 1. Then in the third, runners on the corners now for Byron Buxton. He turns on this one, base hit into left field. That's going to score 1. Twins grab the lead on Buxton's RBI single. It's 2-1 Minnesota. But the Dodgers have some big bats as well, and Max Muncy, he's got one of them. He drives one high and deep to right center, and that ball is not coming back. Muncy's solo shot ties the game at 2, but in the 5th, same score until Julien steps in the box. Eddie does it again. Julien drives one high and deep the other way. Same spot, same result. Second homer of the game for Eddie Julien. Twins go back on top as they avoid a sweep. 3-2 the final. That's going to do it for the Blitz. We'll see you tonight.
Stock up this month with the Holman Locker and Meat Market's 10-pound sale. Save on pork loin roast, ground beef, chicken breast, and chuck roast. Please call to order. Holman Locker and Meat Market, and much, much more.
Spring has sprung, the grass has riz. I wonder where the furniture is. At King Furniture, of course.
During our spring clearance event, save an additional 10% off our already low prices. Plus, take advantage of 0% free financing, recliners, sofas, sectionals, dining rooms, and more. With our huge selection of in-stock furniture, low price guarantee, and free delivery, why shop anywhere else?
It's the King Furniture Spring Clearance Sale.
Attention homeowners, Mad City Baths is looking for 50 homeowners who need a new bath or shower. We want to evaluate our custom bathing solutions in real homes for safety and convenience. Mad City is Wisconsin's trusted bathroom remodeler with installations in as little as 1 day. We're also your local provider for replacement windows and kitchen cabinet refacing. And now be one of 50 homeowners who call and receive free installation on a new bath or shower with no interest and no payments till 2026. Senior and military discounts. Plus, call during this program and receive a free $50 Walmart gift card with your in-home estimate from Mad City Baths.
They're very concerned about the job that they do, and very professional, and like I said before, very friendly, so I appreciated that too.
Mad City has more than 50,000 satisfied customers and an A+ rating with the BBB. Our custom baths and showers are infused with Microban for easy cleaning. Plus, with our price lock guarantee, receive a free design consultation and we'll lock your price in for 1 year. So pick up the phone, schedule your bath or shower installation, and ask about Mad City's double lifetime labor warranty. And now we're looking for 50 homeowners who need a new bath or shower. 50 homeowners who call now will receive special savings with free installation. No interest and no payments till 2026. Senior and military discounts, plus call during this program for a free $50 Walmart gift card with your estimate. Now be sure to have your zip code and location ready to qualify here at Mad City. From La Crosse, Eau Claire, in western Wisconsin, call 715-941-1303. That's 715-941-1303.
Holman Locker and Meat Market, your place for fresh, quality local meat. Now's the time to stock up with our spring freezer filler bundle. It's full of chicken, beef, pork, and shrimp. Call to order yours today. Holman Locker and Meat Market, and much, much more.
The 8000 Plus app. Stream on your time. You expect more, so thank you for watching News 8 Now.
Welcome back. In your morning medical news, a new study suggests climate change may be linked to more than 500,000 stroke deaths across the globe. Researchers analyzed data from more than 200 countries over the past few decades, finding stroke-related deaths and disabilities due to extreme temperatures have risen since 1990. The study also revealed in 2019 alone, more than 500,000 deaths may have been connected to temperature changes caused by climate change. While men had more temperature-related strokes than women, the issue affected people across all age groups. If you're packing your kids' lunch right now, you'll want to listen to this. Consumer Reports is petitioning the U.S. Department of Agriculture to pull the popular snack kit Lunchables from the National School Lunch Program. The Consumer Watchdog says the ready-to-eat meal kits served in schools have more sodium than those sold on store shelves, and they can also contain harmful chemicals that can lead to some serious health problems. In a statement, the snacks manufacturer Kraft Heinz says they're taking steps to improve the nutrition profile of Lunchables. The La Crosse Health Department is producing new videos to help pregnant Hmong women prepare for breastfeeding. News 8 Now's Allison Fergott spoke with the women behind the project.
When Mamua Vu was growing up in Laos, breastfeeding in public was a common occurrence.
Mothers will breastfeed their babies anywhere, any place.
But when families moved to the U.S., they assumed most American mothers didn't breastfeed.
When we see the Western culture, we don't see many mothers breastfeed publicly.
In an effort to fit in, many Asian mothers stopped breastfeeding.
If we compare Asian breastfeeding rate to other race and ethnicities, Asian rate is much lower.
For those that can, breastfeeding provides the ideal nutrition for babies. That's why Vu, now a registered nutritionist, is so focused on helping Hmong women with their breastfeeding journey.
I want Hmong mothers to be familiar with the breastfeeding support.
Vu narrates 3 videos in the Hmong language, offering advice for pregnant women planning to breastfeed and explaining its benefits. And she's hoping the videos, which are now posted on YouTube, make it easier for Hmong women everywhere to breastfeed.
By doing these videos, it's gonna reach so many more Hmong mothers and families.
It's a resource that Li Zhang wishes she had when she was pregnant.
I always had a doubt in my mind, like, how can I do this? Where do I go? Who do I talk to?
Zhang says she struggled with breastfeeding before, but the videos are now an informative resource, making breastfeeding less intimidating and more inclusive.
When this type of resource is available, it kind of makes us feel like we matter, that, there's information out there for moms like us who struggle and we don't feel left out.
Vu hopes that having the videos read in the Hmong language will not only help Hmong mothers, but their extended family as well.
I hope that the mothers will show it to the family, to her husband, to her in-laws. That way, her support system will also gain information about breastfeeding and breastfeeding support.
Reporting in La Crosse, Allison Fergott, News 8 Now, This Morning.
So far, VU and the health department have produced 3 videos. One helps mothers prepare for breastfeeding, another highlights the benefits, and the third video covers how to transition back to work while still breastfeeding. VU says there are still other videos she would like to make. UW-La Crosse, Mayo Clinic, and Gunderson Health System teaming up to launch an exciting new event for aspiring healthcare professionals here in the Coulee region. The Coulee Region Healthcare Career Festival, held for the first time yesterday at UWL, brought together high school and college students to explore a wide range of career opportunities in healthcare, with 50 booths showcasing 32 different professions. The event aimed to open students' eyes to the diverse options available, from well-known roles to lesser-known positions in areas like medical technology and patient support.
Yeah, so students are going to be able to check out all different healthcare career professions that they may not have even known about. Different things that are, not your traditional healthcare profession, like a nurse or doctor or surgeon.
She added she was happy with the turnout at the career fair, and she's excited to continue the event annually moving forward. April is National Donate Life Month, and La Crosse's Mayo Clinic Health System is raising awareness about the vital importance of organ donation. Mayo Clinic employees gathered with organ donors, recipients, and their families yesterday to lift the Donate Life flag at the hospital's entrance, symbolizing the life-saving impact of organ donation.
A circle of life type moment. People and their families go through the unimaginable usually. Only about 3% of everyone that dies in a way that makes organ donation possible. So without that support from their families, that the gift of life wouldn't happen.
And she says the need for organ donations is always greater than the number they have. You can register to become an organ donor pretty easily at your local DMV. Time now is 6:34. Let's check back in with News 8 meteorologist Bill Grahl to tell us what to expect on our morning commute.
Well, Alexandra, you'll want to have that rain gear handy today just in case, but live look through CityCam will show mostly cloudy sky, but some breaks in the clouds as we look off to the west there, and some distant showers if you look just above the bluffs of southeastern Minnesota. All is quiet and dry currently. In fact, the roads will be in good shape through the day, except when you see those rain showers. Expect some wet streets, of course, but temperatures will be a bit cooler than yesterday by about 10 degrees or so. Also increasing winds. We'll see highs today around 61 with a chance of scattered showers, maybe some isolated thunderstorms as well. And you can see that on radar. We had some spits and sprinkles overnight. Those have dissipated over central Wisconsin, but off to the west, some rain showers. There's even been a lightning strike or two in this little activity north and west of Albert Lee, Minnesota, kind of west of Interstate 35 there. Current temperatures in the 30s to the north and east, but most of us in the lower to middle 40s. And again, it's going to be cooler today with that chance of scattered showers. Highs in the Cross around 61 degrees. I will have the rest of my 8-day forecast on the other side of the break. Alexandra?
Before we head to break, time to look at today's Look Who's 8. We've got Alora turning 8 months old. She loves to cuddle, scoot around, and roll around the house, and she is always smiling. If you know a special someone turning 8 weeks, 8 months, 8 years, 18, 80, or 88 years old, we'd love to feature them. Just upload their photo to our website, news8000.com, and look for the Submit Pictures button underneath the Home tab. Coming up after the break, we speak with UW-La Crosse professor Dr. Richard Groh about the history of the African American experience here in La Crosse.
During the spring savings event, save up to $800 on the Beautyrest Black Collection. It's for a limited time, so shop for the best selection only at PM Sleep Center, giving La Crosse a good night's sleep for over 35 years.
Pilgrims is growing, and we want you to be part of a successful, stable, and safe company. We're offering higher wages and more pay incentives than ever before. Stop into our recruitment office any day to apply, or walk in on Wednesdays for an immediate interview. Help us feed the world while we provide you a safe work environment, stable and essential employment, and steady pay. Apply at pilgrims.com today or anytime at 502 West Main Street, Arcadia, Wisconsin.
It's our lowest prices of the season at Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Right now, shop unbeatable deals on the things you need for spring. Like 36-pound bags of Estate Starter with lawn fertilizer, just $29.99. 40-pound bags of Estate Sun to Shade Lawn Seed Mix, $109.99. Rewards members save an extra $10. And stock up on 50-pound bags of Diamond Crystal Solar Naturals Salt Crystals, just $5.99. Don't miss our lowest prices of the season in-store or online at farmandfleet.com.
At Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota, we're bringing out all the latest styles for patio and outdoor furniture. From dining sets to sectionals and even fire tables, they're all on sale. We've got all of our favorites in stock. That means no waiting. Plus, for a limited time, you'll receive free delivery on your outdoor furniture. Shop the best quality brands from Homecrest and Brizesta, furniture that's designed to last in any weather. Sale prices and free delivery happening now at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. Voted your favorite furniture store.
Thousands of our heroes face the difficult choice between keeping their heat and power on or facing homelessness. 21,000 Wisconsin veterans are living below the poverty line, many impacted by physical or mental health challenges. Wisconsin loses 3 veterans to suicide every week. Together, our mission is to provide all struggling Wisconsin veterans with a critical survival safety net that keeps them safely in their homes. You can make a real difference by providing a donation to the Wisconsin Heat and Housing for Heroes initiative, with 95 cents of every dollar donated going directly to those right here in your community. Help by visiting www.heatforheroes.org. or by calling 1-800-891-9276. That's 800-891-9276.
During the spring savings event, save up to $800 on the Beautyrest Black Collection. It's for a limited time, so shop for the best selection only at PM Sleep Center, giving La Crosse a good night's sleep for over 35 years.
Hey, welcome back, everyone. A good Thursday morning to you. It is 6:39. Before we get to the forecast, check the allergy report because weather does impact that. In fact, today's symptoms expected to be lower thanks to the cooler temperatures and a chance for some hit and miss rain showers at times as well. And then those symptoms go back to medium for tomorrow for poplar and juniper, high symptoms tomorrow for tree pollen in general. Captured a nice little time lapse yesterday afternoon. We had those fair weather clouds scattered about, made for some nice scenes and colors in that western sky. Here was the view just before 7:30. And then shortly after that, caught the sliver of a moon setting in our western sky. This is at 9:16, and that moon set just after 10 o'clock last night. Now this morning, we've got some clearing as we look off to the west, but some distant showers and even an isolated thunderstorm potentially off to the west over southeastern Minnesota. You'll see that on radar in just a moment. 45 degrees out at the airport and downtown at the station. Winds are light, but those will be ramping up through the day, and the Mississippi rising a bit, 5.88 feet. More clouds and sun for you folks in Eau Claire, 39 degrees, westerly wind at 6, making it feel slightly cooler at 35. Now, other than some mid to upper 30s to the north and east like Eau Claire, Black River Falls, and Sparta, most of us between about 40 and 46 degrees right now. And notice those winds starting to get stronger over towards the I-35 corridor out of the northwest at 10 to 20, maybe gusting to 30 miles per hour as the day progresses. Now, overnight, we had some spits and sprinkles. Those have fallen apart over central Wisconsin. But off to the west here, that's where I'm tracking some showers. And again, there's been a lightning strike or two showing up on the radar just to the north and west of Albert Lea, Minnesota, west of Interstate 35. So that activity is translating east and towards the area as a weak disturbance moves in from the west. We've also got this batch of moisture over the Ohio Valley. Some of that might try to back its way into central and eastern parts of the state as the day progresses. So Sky Tracker will show those kind of hit and miss showers, isolated thunderstorms as we head through the day, and then into tonight as well through about maybe 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning before that starts to dissipate and shift to the south and east. Otherwise, tomorrow's looking dry with a mix of sun and clouds and rather breezy conditions tonight and tomorrow as well, and even much of today. Rain trackers showing rainfall totals generally less than 1/10 of an inch in most spots, maybe a little bit higher totals in any more persistent rain showers, and especially if you see a thunderstorm in your neck of the woods. Temperatures today about 10 degrees cooler than yesterday, right around 61 in La Crosse, upper 50s to low 60s down to the south, and more the same as we head to the north, lots of low 60s. In fact, most spots seeing highs between about 56 and 63 degrees. So for today, Mostly cloudy, breezy, and cooler. Might see some peaks of sun early this morning. Chance of showers, 61 for the high. Breezy tonight with that chance of showers continuing. Lows around 44. Dry but still breezy tomorrow, 60. Warmer for the weekend. Looking beautiful. Low to mid 70s for highs and still warm to start next week. Chance of thunderstorms by late in the day Monday or Monday night and into Tuesday. Rather windy with that system as well. Breezy but dry next Wednesday, 65. And then cooler later in the week with a slight chance of showers. Highs around 60 on Thursday and low to mid 50s for highs next Friday. That's the latest check of my 8-day forecast. Now here's Alexandra with a special guest this morning.
Black History Month may be in February, but the important process of learning about history is year-round. With us to discuss the history of La Crosse's African-American community, we have Dr. Richard Breaux, Professor of Race, Gender, and Sexuality at UW La Crosse. Good morning, Dr. Breaux.
Good morning, Alexandra. How are you?
Thanks for being here. Good. So La Crosse has a fairly problematic history when it comes to race. For people who may not be familiar, what can you tell us about that?
Okay. Many African-Americans who came to La Crosse did so in the area either just before or just after the U.S. Civil War. Of course, La Crosse has its context, and so in the state of Wisconsin, Wisconsin was both a place where there was a strong abolitionist sentiment, but there was also resistance to African-American equality. It's something that we often confuse. I think often if we think of someone being anti-slavery or opposed to the institution of slavery, we also think that they were for African-American equality, but that wasn't the case. And that shows up in a number of places, but especially in the state constitution. It takes basically about 17 years after the state's first constitution for African-American male residents of the state to gain the right to vote. Of course, you know, this is put in a national context where within the region, you know, Wisconsin becomes one of the first states to grant African-American men the right to vote, but it's certainly not the first in the country. I mean, many of your states in New England and on the East Coast had offered African-Americans the opportunity to vote. So there are both employment opportunities as well as then political opportunities in the post-Civil War era. A number of African Americans accompany Wisconsin soldiers and officers from the U.S. Civil War to the city, and they sometimes work for them in various capacities. Some historians make the argument, though, that that employment was in some cases sort of an extended indenture and or mass slavery in the case of children who were brought and then worked in the homes of various whites in La Crosse. And so, but you have that. You have people who are connected to barbering, who are connected to blacksmithing, boot blacking, and of course working as boatmen on and along the Mississippi River. But La Crosse's most problematic history really emerges in the early 20th century as increasingly African Americans are frozen out of employment opportunities. As recent as 2016, La Crosse Mayor Tim Cabot declared that La Crosse had a history of being a sundown town. And essentially sundown towns were cities that barred African Americans from living within the city limits or being within the city limits after sundown, thus the name Sundown Town. But La Crosse then, because of this practice, loses many of its African American residents, and people flee to other parts of the state, sometimes to other states, so that the African American population by say 1915, 1920 is almost non-existent. And sadly, that remains the case where blacks represent less than 1% of the city's population well into the 1990s. And so, you know, the legacy of this is, you know, is that you have a practice of barring African Americans from some opportunities in a place where technically Jim Crow doesn't exist, right? Racial segregation doesn't exist according to the law, but it exists according to practice.
Okay, and so where can people go to learn more about, you know, Black history in La Crosse?
People can of course, go to the La Crosse County Historical Society, to the La Crosse Public Library. Both of those places have lots of resources. Connected to the La Crosse County Historical Society, of course, is the Enduring Families Project, run by Denise Christie Moss and Rebecca Mormon Krieger.
Okay. All right, and is there a website or anything people can get for that project online?
Yes, I believe you can get to their online information through the La Crosse County Historical Society.
Okay, and tell us, Enduring Families Project, is that?
Yes,
okay.
and it's the Enduring Families Project.
Okay, great. All right, well, Dr. Bro, thank you so much for sharing some information on this important topic with us.
Thank you very much.
And stay with us, we're back after this.
Come into comfort during the...
It doesn't get any better than 12-time. Look at him, Grammy winner, that's John Legend. He'll be here with Wild Kingdom TV host, her name is Rae Wynn Grant, to talk about her new memoir published by Legends Publishing Company. Also, NCIS star, that's Wilmer Valderrama, joins us to talk about the hit CBS franchise celebrating its 1,000th episode. That's a lot. And it's a tradition unlike any other. You know that music. We're talking about the Masters, and Jim Nance joins us from Augusta National to discuss the biggest storylines as this year's tournament tees off this morning. Well, they're trying to, depending on the weather. We'll see you 7 o'clock on the dot.
All Fjords chairs in stock and special orders. The Tri-State's largest Fjord showroom is at International Furniture, La Crosse.
To everyone who enjoys a feel-good meal, we're crafting one for you, Wisconsin style.
We're talking handcrafted, cooked to order.
Scoop to perfection goodness.
More like greatness.
A snuggle up in the booth, share a bite kind of meal.
A fill you up, heart and soul kind of meal.
Come treat someone you love to a meal they're sure to love.
One always served with a smile.
That comes from the heart.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious!
Carl's spring cleaning sale is going on right now.
Save up to 60% on floor displays, scratch and dent, and one-of-a-kind items.
Buy an LG 4-piece kitchen package and get an LG 55-inch TV free.
Purchase an LG laundry pair and get a 9-month supply of detergent free.
TVs are clearance price.
Save up to 70% on in-stock mattresses.
Also, our new grills have arrived.
Our spring cleaning sale is on.
Carl's, your servicing dealer since 1956.
Hi folks, Harvey Wood of Wood Sales and Service here. If you're looking for a tractor, stop by Wood Sales and check out our lineup of Coyote tractors. Subcompact, compact, and utility tractors. If it needs doing, Coyote tractors will get it done. Get 0% for 84 months or cash rebates with standard rate options. Coyote tractors at Wood Sales and Service. Experience the Wood Sales advantage of service before and after the sale. Wood Sales and Service, Black River Falls. Family owned and operated for 55 years. WoodSalesService.com.
It's not very often a fella gets to offer the best products in the marketplace at a price lower than most others. When I look at this beautiful showroom, when I consider the quality of our products and the team of 80 exceptional professionals, we should be higher priced, but we're not. If you have any doubts for your next home improvement project, you should contact the board store today. It's not all the sales and discounts, it's the bottom line that counts, and you'll get no better bottom line than at the board store home improvements.
Come into comfort during the International Furniture Fjords sales event. Get $200 off all Fjords chairs in stock and special orders. The Tri-State's largest Fjord showroom is at International Furniture, La Crosse.
Hi, everyone! You ready for more of that good news? Yeah.
I've got the champ on one side and the legend on the other. This is your family.
You're not anywhere else other than right here, and I feel that.
I suggest starting your day off with a dance party.
Of course we're dancing.
Turn you time into true time.
We make this show for you. Wherever you are, just take it with you.
Weekdays at 3 on News 8.
Get the day's news in your inbox. Email newsletters from News 8 now. Sign up today. Go to news8000.com/newsletters to get started.
Download the News 8000 app today.
Welcome back. It's 6:52. Time for your morning news now. In Wisconsin, we are less than a month away from tornado season. To prepare, the Wisconsin Emergency Management and National Weather Service are conducting 2 statewide tornado drills today. The first will take place at 1:45. The second will take place at 6:45. During that time, don't be alarmed if you hear your NOAA weather radio sending out test messages. Local communities may also sound their tornado sirens as part of the drills. If there is a risk of severe weather today, the drill will be postponed until tomorrow. The La Crosse Health Department is producing new videos to help pregnant Hmong women prepare for breastfeeding. Maumua Vu is a registered dietitian nutritionist with the county's Women, Infant, and Children program. She says when Hmong women immigrated to the U.S., they found a more private culture around breastfeeding. In order to fit in, Medi decided not to breastfeed. Now, she says Asian women breastfeed at a much lower rate than other races, something she is trying to change. Vu does so by narrating the videos in the Hmong language, offering advice for pregnant women planning to breastfeed, and sharing resources available to them.
You know, by doing these videos, it's gonna reach so many more Hmong mothers and families.
So far, Vu and WIC have produced 3 videos, and they plan to create more. April is National Donate Life Month, and La Crosse's Mayo Clinic Health System is raising awareness about the vital importance of organ donation. Mayo Clinic employees gathered with organ donors, recipients, and their families yesterday to lift the Donate Life flag at the hospital's entrance, symbolizing the life-saving impact of organ donation.
A circle of life type moment. People and their families go through the unimaginable usually. Only about 3% of everyone that dies in a way that makes organ donation possible. So without that support from their families, that the gift of life wouldn't happen.
And she says the need for organ donations is always greater than the number they have. You can register to become an organ donor at your local DMV. 6 community members are competing to be this year's conductor wannabe for the La Crosse Symphony Orchestra. Shondell Washington Spivey is one of them. Half of the money he raises will be donated to the nonprofit Black Leaders Acquiring Collective Knowledge, or BLAC. Washington Spivey says the group works to empower the greater La Crosse Black community through leadership and advocacy.
We really want to make sure that we're working with our youth who's grown up in an area where they don't always get to see people that look like them. And so us being able to provide a space that's culturally affirming, addressing issues around mental health, racism, etc., is really important.
If you want to support his campaign, you can vote on the LSO website. Each vote must be at least $2. The top 2 wannabes that raise the most money will each get to conduct a piece in the May 4th LSO concert.
Well, it's dry in most areas right now, but take a look at radar. There are some more rain showers developing off to our west. Even some isolated strikes of lightning have been detected by radar just to the west of the I-35 corridor, and this activity is moving east, so we do run the chance for some scattered showers as the day progresses. Otherwise, mostly cloudy and breezy with cooler temperatures than yesterday by about 10 degrees. We'll see highs in the upper 50s to low 60s for most. Still breezy but dry tomorrow, highs around 60. Warmer and dry for the weekend, highs in the 70s. Could see some thunderstorms by late Monday, especially Monday night and into Tuesday of next week.
Thank you, Bill. Well, if you say football in Brazil, most people are going to envision what you think of as soccer, but the NFL is hoping to change that. Week 1 of the 2024 season will feature a face-off between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Green Bay Packers to be played in Sao Paulo, Brazil. The Eagles will be considered the home team for the league's first ever game in South America. That'll take place in Corinthians Stadium, which can seat 49,000 people. The NFL considered Madrid, Spain for the game, but ultimately went with Sao Paulo due to the 38 million NFL fans in Brazil. The NFL is increasing its international games and now requiring every team to play overseas once every 4 years. Thanks so much for starting your morning with us on News 8 Now this morning. We will see you back here at noon. Until then, have a great morning.